9-6 here over Titan on map number 1.
You know, the funny thing is that he's smiling right now. You can see Adren smiling after they won the round. Thankfully, they won the round, because it would have been a totally different expression right now for iBUYPOWER. As you can see now, that's Sam, and then AZK and Skadoodle at the end of the table. Back here with Adren, and then the first one sitting on the left side is Todd here, Anger Williams. So great first half, nonetheless, for iBUYPOWER. Waving to his mom is Anger, but a great first half. We've seen this before. We witnessed this yesterday. Like I said, they won against Titan Org 16-13 yesterday on Cash. The next map is going to be on Dust 2, where they got dominated yesterday 16-2. And then the third map went on to Nuke as a tiebreaker map, and they lost that one 16-5. So this, again, is what they need to continue to ride the wave. They won a close set versus Complexity in the lower bracket finals in 3 maps. Also, it all came down to the wire, down to the last rounds as well in all 3 matches. So hopefully they'll be able to maintain
we did last time,
and then give them a better challenge in the second map. So let's see what they're going to call here for the pistol round.
Passive up here. Come on, jail.
Gave us B control.
Yeah, they mollied it. They pre-mollied it.
Yeah, they bought mollies, that's right.
Was, like,
Put your armor up, that molly doesn't do shit. Like, you can just jump through, dude.
I don't think we should jump through it, but...
Okay.
Let's walk explode.
Someone go mid and lurk.
I'll go mid.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'll go mid.
I'll
Just
do
fuck them up.
No, don't lurk. It's fine.
So they're hoping right now that Titan's going to execute the exact same strategy as they did on Pistol Round yesterday. So they're going to try to commit for an aggressive push and towards the B bomb site with some decoys being lobbed towards middle here, Corey.
Yeah, they're going to be on a quick rotate already. They already assume what's going on right now. They've got 3 players that have already got position here inside the B side. Make that 4 now. See how quick they rotated towards the other side? And right now, AZK, as we get some in-game audio, as right now the bomb is going to get planted here. It's going to be down to this 4-on-2. As right now, Existence, it's now down to this 2-on-3. And so now we've got it down to a 2-on-2. Existence has spotted one there inside. He tried to draw out Anger for a second there. He's down to 33 HP. Existence taking down one. Now it's going to be down to this 1-on-1. Look at this. Shoxy down to 1 HP. Bomb ticking away, and AZK picks up that final pistol round there. We've seen iBUYPOWER win so many pistol rounds throughout this tournament.
Oh yeah, now what they have to do is actually not get eco, because as many times as we've seen iBUYPOWER win pistol rounds, the same thing goes as we've seen them get ecoed the round right after. So Titan knows this. That's why they're going for P250 armor right now. And looking at that mini-map, they're really not stacking though. They have a 3-man stack towards A, 2-man stack towards B, leave a middle open, which is standard right now, I find, on saves. But they're playing just semi-aggressively here on A. But Anger still gets the opening kill, so the A side, or should I say B side, has been cleared by Anger and by Daze. Skadoodle roaming across. The bomb is still down towards middle right now, though.
It's okay.
As finally they pick it
dropped
up. Yeah, they picked it up at T-spawn. They're going to wrap back and go towards B to planet. So the last 2 remaining members of Titan Esports stuck inside the A bomb site, but iBUYPOWER still don't know exactly where. We do know. As from that minimap, you can see Existence now spotted at the end of Catwalk, headshotted by AZK. Shoxy going to try to save as much money as he can, because he did invest a lot here with the P250 full armor and a kit. So that's around $1,600. And it's smarter for him, because 16 HP, nothing really he could do. If he is able to save that pistol and eat a few bullets and get his armor damage, he's going to have to rebuy armor, which is going to cost a lot as well. So let's try to invest that on this 5 versus 1. That bomb's going to go off towards B, but it was close. I mean, if they actually caught Skadoodle off guard towards that middle area, it would have been a lot longer for them to go back towards spawn, pick up the bomb, and try to get the plant. So luckily, their shots were on there to prevent Existence from getting anything done by pushing down that catwalk.
Yeah, so Shoxy going to save $1,700 worth of inventory there going into this one. And so now we'll see what they decide to do here. As, of course, that low on the economy, it's just going to make more sense just to go ahead and ensure that you save here. 3rd round on CT side, so... and that last round was a flawless round there for iBUYPOWER, so no one collected an extra 300. They're going to start things off here over there towards the B side. And Smith is able to pick up one. AZK spraying away, trying to take down Scream. And we're already down to a 3-on-3. And quickly, Skadoodle is going to try to regroup with his teammates. And as we watch, you know, Scream go up on top. Existence is down inside of the pit. He spotted Anger now. And so Skadoodle still just kind of, I think he's just watching the flank. That's exactly what he's doing here. And Shoxy will just kind of hold this area. I don't believe they've spotted the bomb as of yet. Pushing up on top now. So Scream's going to come back. They're left Existence there in that site by himself. Going to smoke him out of the pit. Oh, that nade almost took out Existence there. Going to smoke out, force Scream out a little bit further there. And both Existence and Scream both fall. And now it's going to be left up to Shoxy here. Down to this 1-on-3. Same exact inventory, everything that he had from the previous round. He can decide again. He can save if he'd like to. Again, it's still $1,700. That hasn't changed since the previous round. It hasn't depreciated value. So if he wants to, he can look for an exit, save this weapon here. There's really, you know, no reason. He may even try to see if he can find a weapon through this situation. The issue is Dazed and Adren. I both believe they died on the entry of B. So where they're falling back to, hey, able to pick off at least one, and guess he decided to try to go for a ninja defuse at the end.
Definitely didn't have enough time no matter what, though, even if he tried to go down and get it. At this point, he did try to push it down because he has a lot of money to work with. I thought they was just going to try to save it again to try to drop an AWP for Smith. But at this point, Smith was able to opt himself. But they were all playing with small armor as well against iBUYPOWER right now. With the 12-6 score, in favor of iBUYPOWER. Let's see what Smith could do here with this AWP. And he's actually going to push aggressively with his teammates towards the outside B. They're expecting iBUYPOWER to push aggressively there towards that generator side. And indeed, they actually have 3 members there.
They've been doing this almost every round, too.
Yeah, and here's a molly. Oh, a trade is attempted right now by Titan. Scream has been fallen by Daze. We're still trying to get those off shots in from Smith, who whiffed 2 shots. So Daze easily moved in, got another headshot, but at least NBK's at the top there. Drops one, up down by Adren, who he has been on point as well as a sniper role for iBUYPOWER, making it now a 4-on-2 situation. And Shoxy, you can see him. He's like, you know what? I'm going to leave you. Good luck, Existence. I'm going to try to save my gun right now, so it should be an easy round coming in, unless Existence is able to turn things around, because iBUYPOWER is still executing this round so slowly. But Shoxy is still walking towards the hallway, not really helping his teammate here as Existence finally falls, and now it's safer for him. But since it took so much time for iBUYPOWER to actually commit towards the B bomb site, maybe Existence should have said something so that Shoxy could come and support him. He had plenty of time to rotate back, and if they actually did have a few kills with these guys trying to move inside and execute a few trades, or even having suppressing fire, they actually turned around. It could have come in favor of Titan Esports. But it's going to be a 13-6 score here. Bomb is planted. They actually spot Shoxy inside the spawn, so they're actually going to try to hunt him down. So Daze gets killed, but you can see from that minimap, they are pushing down towards that B hall. One guy inside A as well, knowing that Shoxy is going to come back towards that area, and that is going to be AZK. Pulls out the AK. Shoxy hears him, so he's going to throw a smoke. Nade being lobbed inside. Is that going to hit him? Puts him low as Shoxy so far still able to save his M4 and will be able to do so. And nonetheless, at the end of the day, 13-6 in favor of iBUYPOWER.
And so far, I mean, just looking at the setup, one of the things that I liked about that round there for iBUYPOWER is they had 3 players. Smith, of course, missed that first shot. And then Dazed, immediately he hops around, he stays close to the wall, and then aggresses. He's just that aggressive approach there to take down. Let's go and hop on board here with the Existence as he gets that pick there inside of mid, taking down Adren. Adren and his off, I believe, does get picked up there by Skadoodle. And so now they're going to be heading over here. Looks like let's go and switch back over here to Existence. You can see that he's there grouped up with Shoxy over there towards the A-bomb site. Rotating is going to be Smith's. He's going to be over there as well. And on a quicker rotate is going to be MBK. They're going to leave Scream here by himself. The only issue with this is really mid is completely open there in terms of they can wrap through gel side right now. That's the only spot that's open here. You And so MBK is actually going to fall back. Let's go and switch back around here. Skadoodle takes down Shoxy. 45 seconds left to go here. Flashbangs over the top. He's in Existence trying to help out here. Let's go ahead and switch. Let's see what we've got there with Smith. Smith's tossing out a nade. They're going to be collapsing down, rotating it from that through the vent side is going to be Scream. They're going to still continue to challenge. Bomb's going to get planted there by AZK inside of the site. They've been going back and forth, but not enough players fallen until just now as Scream falls. Look out, though. Remember, you've got these Smiths actually going to be coming over towards the other side, and Existence going to be there. And now it's going to be down to this 1-on-3, and Existence will fall to AZK 14-6. This is a completely different iBUYPOWER team.
Oh yeah, definitely. What we called it before, 16-13 was the final score yesterday when they won against Titan this time. Even though they lost a player early in the round from the M4 of Existence, I think, that was trying to push towards that mid, they were still able to execute a flawless A-take with 3 smokes there towards that turnpike. And Skadoodle, I thought that was a little bit more silent. He had a harder time opping on CT side due to the aggression of Titans pushing towards that middle. But now as he's the one that has to make the first move going in, he's hitting those shots. Meanwhile, we're pushing inside the B bomb site. Scream and MBK getting a few trades here with Anger and Adren. So we're going to have a 3-on-3 situation. Bomb is down, drop intentionally outside B, so it's going to get picked up by Adren and Skadoodle, who are walking to pick it up, while Anger is still lurking here towards the B bomb site. Existence and Smith are inside the B. Smith was actually pushed through the smoke to try to look down towards Generator side, but he will not see anybody there. Now as we regroup, we're going to have 1 guy peek towards lower, 2 guys towards the top, and it's going to be a 3 versus 2 towards the B bomb site, while Shoxy is still trying to clear out the A side / middle as he's trying to flank around now.
He's taking the long path. He needs to rush through vent if they need it to get there quick enough. Smoking off Existence, going to now Flash is coming over the top and see if Smiths can hold this ground while Existence is trying to figure out another position here.
Yeah, and he gets fully flashed as he rotates down towards lower. Smith's caught out outside at B. Out in the open, should I say, at B. Existence, though, retaliates with a 2K. 28 seconds left on the clock. The bomb has yet to be planted. A smoke being lobbed here by Skadoodle. Jumps up and misses the quick scope. And Existence able to hold a 3K on the B bomb site against iBUYPOWER.
It's fine, it's fine.
You guys realize that there's 0 people mid, they're gonna be stacking, like 100%.
Default.
Scott, drop me an AK.
I'm dropping you.
Alright,
Go inside A-Tech. Break their money right here. Break their money right here.
we should double nade and
we
fall.
won.
Double nade and fall, someone?
So dominate and fall. Their default seems to be that 2-1-2. So really just having Skadoodle trying to look back for any push onto the catwalk. 2 guys lurking down towards B. The double nade happened towards this B side to fake it. Well, you got 2 guys roaming inside the A holes, which are AZK and Daze. Shoxy's just around the corner to wait for him here, Corey.
Nice little pop flash over the top, allowing them to get that cross there, forcing Shoxy to pull away from his position. He flashes over the top to kind of slow things down a little bit more. His teammate, actually, that gets smoked up there, so that's going to allow them to kind of rotate over there towards that side. Let's go back over here. You're going to see that Anger is going to check to make sure that no one's going to be rotating back around now. Looking back inside of mid, you've got Smiths, who's got this M4, working to see if he might be able to get a pick here.
Anger moving back towards from the vent. Gonna regroup and collapse with his team here towards the middle area. So this split default at first, I guess if they're gonna keep calling default for iBUYPOWER, is to fade towards B, collapse, and work towards this catwalk and have Anger lurk. Now Anger looking back towards that middle, trying to battle through this smoke against Smith, who puts him down to 25 HP. We already have their rotation though. I think Titan read them like a book because they already have a 4-man stack at the beginning or towards the middle of the round, and they're getting dropped 1 by 1 inside the site, courtesy of Smith and Shoxy. Anger, the roamer, last one remaining, gets the first one. The trade comes in as ZBK kills him with a FAMAS headshot, and now it is 14-8 as they wanted to break the money of Titan. But now Titan Esports wins 2 rounds in a row, trying to maintain that economy and bring this to a closer game on the first map.
So far, did you see it? I mean, iBUYPOWER right now has that 14-8 lead. 2 rounds away from taking this one and going into the second map of this first best of 3, this first possible best of 3. So now we'll see here. They're going to be on a P250 save, going through the vents to regroup with the bomb carrier. Let's go ahead and hop on board here with Existence, who's going to have to fall back, getting smoked out. They're going to go ahead and rotate back around here. Looks like they're going to be going over here towards gel side. There goes one for Smith. Smith's going to have a field day here as he's going to go ahead and fall back. He has his teammate right there. That's going to be Scream. Scream holding it down. Back around, and we're still on board with Scream. He's going to fall there to Adren. Now it's going to be left up down to this 1-on-3. Adren has an off in hand. Oh, nice shot there into Shoxy. And so now it's down to a 2-on-1. Great little kind of bounce back and forth there between these two. So far, it's been a pretty good eco round. P250 save here for iBUYPOWER.
Adren picking up his weapon of choice after Scream and Smith died. He could have picked up an M4 there, but he decides to go for his AWP because he is landing his shots. You saw that close range, but they are still split up right now. One guy inside A, one guy inside B for Titan respectively. Adren still trying to creep up this time towards jail, so he is going to commit towards his B bomb site. Great save round so far for iBUYPOWER, all thanks to Adren.
All players are worried about every single angle. They don't have any faith on where their players are going to be. They don't know exactly where they're at. Not a lot of time to work with here. He's got 10 seconds. Now he's going to have to move about. He's trying to check his spots here. He's going to go ahead and toss this flash over the top, and he's going to get taken down there. Yep. It was a gamble, and it's actually interesting the spots that he elected to choose.
Yeah. I think if he was already committing towards that B bomb site, he should have checked his time. Instead of forcing himself to run into the site to try to get a bomb plant down, instead of creeping straight into the site to try to look for anybody peeking around, it would have been better for him to get that bomb plant after. Now you're forcing yourself to run through. NBK hears you. You have no choice but to stick to the plant to try to get some money for your team. So there's nothing you can do. Even letting go and going for a quick scope and you get the kill onto NBK, you have no time to go for a plant because you're still in a 1-versus-1 situation. Push right now from iBUYPOWER towards the B bomb site. Anger gets the first headshot onto NBK just to retaliate things from the last round before. Two men already inside the B bomb site right now for Titan, though. Inside the pit of B, make that a third man. Already rotated through the
See
jail.
how quick they rotated?
That is quick as hell, and nobody really roaming right now for iBUYPOWER to catch them on a rotation like Shoxy did before for Titan Esports. 14-9 is our score, and iBUYPOWER decides to slow things down, trying to sell a fake to their fake because they're going to recommit back towards this B bomb site. It seems like Skadoodle maybe trying to catch somebody off guard here. Smith is just waiting there with that AWP. He decides to move back out. If Smith actually moves here, and Skadoodle gets the kill, for sure they're going to commit towards this B bomb site. One of them rotated back already for Titan inside the A bomb site, and that's Shoxy. But here comes their flashes again. Another smoke. They're not going to call the rotation for Shoxy until they see the bomb. 35 seconds left on the clock, but Shoxy's already at middle.
Clearing out ground right now.
That being said, he's going through the vents. Anger getting a nice open shot onto Smith, though. Days onto existence. Dropping inside the pit. A trade comes down as Anger capitalizes onto Scream. So Shoxy, LMS, 4-versus-1. Bomb is going to get planted inside B, and we're splitting back out here and spreading out to hold this site on iBUYPOWER. Shoxy setting up just outside of B ramp, looking for some exit kills to try to save his M4. So that means that iBUYPOWER will be at game point situation, while Titan Esports will have to win every single round here to attempt to win the first map. If not, it will go into overtime.
60 HP.
He's not going for it. Good job.
Oh shit, outside B?
Yeah.
I just raped him that round, dude. Let's keep
Good
going.
job. Someone AK me. Someone AK me.
I dropped you.
Take B control.
Shoxy there on Inferno, whenever he was in Graveyard, he made so much happen there. He sat up there, he waited for so long, he didn't take the shot right out of the gates, and then all of a sudden he just went to work. He almost came back and won that round. But again, that's that same idea. You don't have to take the shot just because it's there. Take the time, figure out what you need to do, and right now they're going to collapse and try to push in here and see if they can hold down this area as they're going to get taken down one by one. This is game point right now. It is already down to 4-on-3, left up to Smith, Existence, and Shoxy here for map number 1.
Shoxy inside the pit of B. Nades are being lobbed as well. Bomb is finally gets picked up by Daze here from the spawn as he's moving in a group with his team, but Shoxy's solo at 22 HP. At least he has fire support from Smiths inside the site.
I think Existence actually may have spotted one of the players over here inside of the A bomb site.
Yeah, that's why you see him smoking, and he's stuck there inside A. So this is great right now for iBUYPOWER selling that fake, and they're forcing a 4 versus 2 inside B. And here we go. Smith's now at double boxes, fully blinded. We're really not pushing in right now. We're waiting for the blanc on the iBUYPOWER side. And we're creeping from jail, so they're actually counting for AZK to try to get the kill. Smith still holds it down, gets a 2K. Shoxy's still inside the pit, drops the bomb carrier. Just like that, it is a 1 versus 1, and Anger clutches it with 1 HP. And they win the first map here 16-9. Whew.
What a crazy matchup, just watching them. Again, it just goes back. And earlier, whenever they were on the CT side, iBUYPOWER on the CT side, they were just missing. I mean, they were just the way that they were set up just did not make any sense to me on how late they rotated and everything. They just relied just purely on their raw talent, their skill. I mean, they were hitting some amazing shots. Their accuracy was pinpoint, and how fast they were able to make these reflex shots. But really, whenever you look at it overall, they're on the T side, they executed very well.
Yeah.
They executed when they needed to. They made sure everything was working. It's just their CT side was just obscure to me in terms of they left so many different openings. I mean, usually you just kind of leave like a crack, just this little way. Maybe they might be able to get it. No, they gave, here's mid, have it.
They really relied, I guess, on Skadoodle again with that AWP, like I mentioned before. He had to land those shots. He had to get the peak, and he hopefully had to get the first shot and the kill. If not, if they took over that middle, he had to gamble if they're going to go towards A or B, and he was basically the support roamer right now for iBUYPOWER. And you see him up all the way back from CT spawn as well. By opping all the way back towards CT spawn, you give also the opening for the mid control to work towards jail. At least he's going to be able to rotate back fast, but he's got to land those shots close. How many times has he rotated back towards B where he was forced to do a quickscope just around the corner against a member of Titan Esports? He did one against Smiths with the AWP battle, but another few times he had to go for a quickscope, but a gun was already pointing inside his neck. So he was like basically head-to-head. If he didn't land that shot, it was already over. So that's why I find that Skadoodle on the CT side didn't really perform that well, but in general, it's just because of the way iBUYPOWER set up their CT side. Nonetheless, like you said, though, on the T side, he really landed those shots, those key shots, to actually let iBUYPOWER move in and commit towards that A-bomb site. And as well, it seems as though they kind of knew how Titan Esports were playing their CT side as well. They kind of, both teams kind of read each other on the way that either team were playing on the CT side. Nonetheless, we're going to move down to the second map in this best out of 3. Potentially the first set, because iBUYPOWER winning this one. If they win Dust 2, then it's going to go to a second best out of 3.
Dust 2 is going to be difficult.
Definitely. We'll talk about that soon here as we're going to switch maps. So for Corey and for myself, Van Silly, we're going to take a quick commercial break here live in Dallas, Texas for the ESEA Grand Finals, season number 15 for Counter-Strike Go.
dunk. Should I do tank top though?
I think you probably should.
Is this the camera?
It's the camera.
How's my
Action.
hair? All right, Ryan Freakazoid Aberdeen here. Well, to start this off, I bench 315. What else? Squat's not really that good, but I'm a good deadlifter. But my sensitivity, if you want to know, 1.8. My DPI is 400. Play with the depth adder 2013. Currently on a nice hard pad, and then this soft pad down here to make it like more comfortable, I guess. Steel Series 6G, the red switches, I guess, makes it faster. I play on a 12-720, and it's full screen right now because these monitors are huge. 27 inches, really nice too, by the way. And my crosshair is size 4, gap -1, and that's about it. Size green. Default Windows Sense 6. I also play with raw input, and that's about it. You want to know my workout? Just let me know, hit me up. I'll give you the workout tips, and there we go. Stay tuned.
All right, we're ready.
So I'm here with Scream from Python, and we're going to talk about his settings and his mouse sensitivity and everything.
400 dpi sur ma souris. Avec 500 Hz, in-game j'ai 2,35. Et sur Windows j'ai 5 sur 11. Et j'ai aussi la commande MRO input.
J'ai rajouté les bots et tout ça, ils m'ont donné
Touch speed.
alors que j'ai gagné mon travail.
Black Widow.
Hey, what's up guys, I'm Dren from Team iBUYPOWER, and for my setup here at ESEA LAN, I'm using a Zowie FK. It's 450 DPI at 2.0 in-game sense, and my resolution is 1024 by 768 on black bars, so that it's not fully stretched to the screen, and my Windows is default 6 out of 11.
How's it going, guys? It's Jordan Nothing Gilbert here from Team Complexity at the ESEA Season 15 LAN. I just came to give you guys a quick insight into my mouse sensitivity. So first off, I'm using the Sensei hard pad on top of cloth pad for various reasons to keep it consistent. As far as sensitivity goes in the mouse, I'm using 1000 polling rate hertz, it's called, some people call it. 400 DPI, turn all the other settings to 0. I have lift distance at like 32, everything else is 0, free move and whatnot. In game, got 2 sensitivity with default Windows Sense of 6 and no mouse Excel on. Make sure I got raw input on here, and yeah, I'm pretty much good to go.
David X22 Garrido. I'm going to go with a quick rundown of my settings in game. I use 1280 by 960 for resolution, stretch. Sensitivity wise, I use 1.6 with a Steel Series rival, and I use 800 DPI on it, and also use a Tyloo mousepad. Yeah, that's about it.
I'm Lucky from Mousepads, and what I play on is Steel Series 5 HV3. As a headset, has pretty good sound, and for about 3 years now I've been using the Zowie EC2. As you can see, it's pretty old, so it's not looking good. And Zowie GTS Speed as well, has a good track with this EC2. And for my keyboard, I use the Zowie Celeritas. It's a mechanical keyboard. So MX Cherry Brown switches. It has that nice feel to it when you're typing. And for settings and stuff, for mouse I use 500 mouse hertz in DPI with 611 Windows and 2.8 in-game sense. And as for my video settings, I play on 1280 960 black bars.
Alright, Braxton Swag Pierce from Team Complexity, showing you my gear. Mouse is a black Death Adder, Razer Goliathus under it. Razer Black Widow Ultimate for the keyboard. Let's go in game. Got R input off. Mouse Excel on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here with Vansili and Dunn getting ready for the second map, Tiny Esports versus Team iBUYPOWER. Starting things off on Dust 2, the second map. iBUYPOWER on the T side. It is composed of Adren, AZK, Anger, Dazed, and Skadoodle. And for the BenQ roster rundown, for Tiny Esports, we got Smiths, Existence, Shoxy, Scream, and NBK. We're already starting to pistol around here in the eyes of Adren as the rest of the guys are pushing down towards long. 5 members of iBUYPOWER just around the corner. But he said, all right, forget it. Let me flash towards the cross first. And smoke it, should I say. And they're going to push that cross now. So just on the other side is NBK on top of catwalk. Already gets gooshed and headshotted by Skadoodle. Smith is still on the catwalk as well. Trying to counter with a nade that's only going to hurt Skadoodle down to 53 HP. Bomb planted at a default spot. 4 members right now from Tiny Esports rotating back onto the catwalk. Here comes a smoke and a flash of Blanc. They're pushing in right now. And a 4-man lineup from Titan on the other side.